Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that's on a lot of people's minds. Is America headed for a debt crisis? Now, I want you to stick around because we're going to break this down in a way that's not just informative, but also engaging and interactive. We're looking at debts, financial implications, and what this means for you. How many of you have heard the term debt crisis before? Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, you're in the right place. Just imagine the implications of a debt crisis. It could potentially touch on everything from your pocketbook to the economy as a whole. So, let's start by defining what a debt crisis actually is. A debt crisis occurs when a country cannot meet its debt obligations, leading to scenarios that can escalate into defaults, financial turmoil, or even changes in government. Sounds intense, right? Well, that's not the only thing we're unpacking today. I know a lot of you are thinking about how this impacts everyday life. Whether you're saving for a car, looking to buy a house, or simply trying to balance your own budget, these macroeconomic issues ripple down to affect us all. Now, what's the state of America's debt today? As of recent estimates, we're looking at a staggering national debt that continues to climb. Why is that? Well, it's a combination of increased government spending, tax cuts, and responses to economic downturns like the pandemic. It's like trying to keep your head above water while someone keeps pouring more into the pool. How many of you feel like your own personal finances mirror this? Are you feeling overwhelmed by your own debt? Don't worry, you're not alone. Let's take a moment to think about how this relates to the future. What does this all mean for younger generations? Will there be job opportunities? Will the cost of living keep rising? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective is incredibly valuable. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with how these issues evolve. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Interest rates, inflation, and government policy are all intertwined in this conversation. The Federal Reserve plays a big role in balancing the economy by adjusting interest rates. So, when the Fed raises rates to curb inflation, it can also impact how much we all end up paying for loans, mortgages, and credit cards. Raise your hand if you're currently feeling the pinch from higher interest rates. And speaking of inflation, have you noticed how it seems like everything costs just a little bit more these days? Groceries, gas, rent, it all adds up. Understanding inflation is crucial, especially in light of a potential debt crisis. If inflation continues to rise while wages stay stagnant, it could lead to what economists call a cost of living crisis. It is definitely something worth keeping an eye on. So, what happens if the debt crisis actually occurs? Economists warn us that it could lead to reduced government services and higher taxes. Nobody wants to hear that, right? Additionally, if America defaults on its debt, it could shake investor confidence and lead to a stock market crash. Talk about a scary scenario. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are steps we can take to prepare ourselves. Educating ourselves about personal finance, investing wisely, and advocating for sensible economic policies can empower us. What financial strategies are you finding useful in today's economy? Share with us in the comments. Wrapping things up, the question of whether America is facing a debt crisis is multifaceted and impacts all of us. Talk about a scary scenario. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are steps we can take to prepare ourselves. Educating ourselves about personal finance, investing wisely, and advocating for sensible economic policies can empower us. What financial strategies are you finding useful in today's economy? Share with us in the comments. Wrapping things up, the question of whether America is facing a debt crisis is multifaceted and impacts all of us.